and that money is the basis for funding this amazing organization. However, to convince property owners to pay more taxes is a pretty difficult thing, particularly in a city that sometimes is cynical about what can get done. People who have been on Central Market for a long time, over the last 20 years, I think have grown a little tired of waiting for things to change. But what's exciting is working with Carolyn Diamond at the Market Street Association and a few others, myself and Carol and a small group of property owners managed incrementally to convince a pretty significant group of property owners in this area stretching from roughly 9th Street down to 5th Street, south side of Market Street down in some cases to Mission, in other cases just to Stevenson, this block area, which Daniel will show you in a minute. We convinced them that there was enough benefit to first approve a petition to the Board of Supervisors that allowed there to be an official vote, and then again to vote, and that vote happened. So ballots were sent to all the property owners. This all happened in a rather lengthy process over 2 years, and it involved putting together what in many respects is the constitution of the CBD, which is our management plan. So this is a document that you can find online. It's on our website, and it really was the sort of the focal point for property owners, neighborhood stakeholders, residents, everybody that we involved in the conversation. It was the focal point of what this thing is going to be. Now, I started out by talking about property owners because ultimately they're the ones who pay the dollars. But soon after we thought we'd secured enough property owner interest to fund it, we then began a much more rigorous outreach to the other stakeholders in the neighborhood, which include, again, residents, people living in the single-room occupancy hotels, people that live, they're not many, but some of the folks that live in the new condominium space, and then all of the merchants, people down on the ground floor that are tenants, all of the nonprofit, community-based organizations in the neighborhood, and that was an exhaustive process. There was also a lot of distrust. Well, what is this thing? Who controls it? This is not the city of San Francisco. What is it? And so there was a lot of trust building, a lot of outreach. And then finally, when we got closer to the point of legislation, because the CBD requires the city to pass legislation to approve it into existence, we did a ton of outreach with supervisors, and specifically Supervisor Daly. And there was a lot of negotiation back and forth. It was tough, but what's amazing is I think we have a management plan that is uniquely suited for the Central Market. And I just want to speak briefly on why that is. And then I think when you hear this, you'll understand when Daniel shows you the details of what we're doing, how the details of our services reflect the spirit